Viewers, all around the country there are embattled chief ministers. Ask them why and they will definitely point to their political opponents. And in most of these instances, there are two sides to the argument, two sides to the coin. But that absolutely does not apply to what's happening in West Bengal. And Mamata Banerjee knows it. The buck stops with only and only her. Ever since the abomination at the RG2 hospital, the brutal rape and murder of a junior doctor, it's been one suspicious move after another from Mamata and the TMC. They tried to shield the principal who's at the center of the hospital rot. They failed. They fielded an army of top-notch lawyers at every stage. When they were dragged to the court, they failed and the CBI was handed over the case. Mamata Banerjee led a protest essentially against her own government's failures, against her own misadministration, dare I say. She wrote letter after letter to the Prime Minister, but was comprehensively fact-checked and her dereliction of duty exposed. She passed a new anti-rape law in the Assembly, which was accused of being superfluous due to existing laws. Not only that, viewers, the fine print also includes a measure to gag the media from reporting on rapes. She haggled over how many of the protesting doctors she would allow to meet her for showdown talks. She refused to live stream the meeting. And at the end of it all, she played the martyr, offering to resign if it means getting justice. But let's not be fooled. Mamata Banerjee hasn't got to where she is by capitulating. From everything we know about her, at her core, her instinct is to fight it out in the corridors of power and on the streets. Why else has she decided today to pay an ex gratia compensation to people who died during the period of protest by doctors? This isn't the first time the Trinamool has tried to villainize and demonize the doctors, viewers. Leader after leader from Mamata's camp has abused protesting doctors. Each time, after outrage, they were allegedly told to mind their words, but the next day someone else turned up to do the exact same thing. And that's why perhaps Mamata Banerjee looks desperate.
আমি মানুষের স্বার্থে এমনকি নিজে পদত্যাগ করতেও রাজি আছি। আমার মুখ্যমন্ত্রীর পদ চাই না, কিন্তু আমি চাই মানুষ বিচার পাক, তিলোত্তমা বিচার পাক আর সাধারণ মানুষ চিকিৎসা পাক। আর তা না হলে কিন্তু আপনাদেরও যেমন আন্দোলন আছে, পরিবারগুলো যদি আমাদের কাছে কৈফিয়ত চাই, আমাদেরও তো কৈফিয়ত দিতে হবে। আমরা তার জন্য তৈরি থাকব।
Dr. Riju Datta, national spokesperson of the Trinamool Congress, joins us on the panel. Dr. Datta, first question to you. Mamata Banerjee, the chief minister, says, look,
yes,
I can resign. Who is stopping her from resigning?
Okay, now let's go one by one, Pranesh. I heard your introduction and you obviously know that I have nothing against you, but I strongly disagree to your introduction. But let's come to the nitty-gritty of it. You know, when dialogue fails, when doctors refuse dialogue, then it's the vulnerable who have to pay the price. 3 days, the Chief Minister of West Bengal wanted to meet and she was kept waiting for 2 hours on an average daily to meet the junior doctors. Doctors in Delhi from AIIMS and Safdarjung Medical College, they were protesting at Nariman Point, I believe, and there were 21 FIRs filed against them by Delhi police. Mamata Banerjee did not take any action, even though the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court asked the junior doctors to resume duty. We are only appealing to the junior doctors to resume duty because of this cease work, because of this deadlock, 29 lives have been lost. Even today when we are having this discussion, a poor boy from Ranaghat was sent to RG2 and he died. These families, the victims' families, their parents, they did a presser today in Bengal. And the victims' parents are saying, we took my son who was an accident case, my son has a cardiac arrest, we took them to the hospital, there are no doctors, because of this deadlock, my son has lost his life. Should we not ask for justice for them?
The doctors are also asking for justice. I don't know, 1 minute, Dr. Riju Datta.
And
the doctors had one simple demand
yes,
at the end. They said
yes,
live telecast the meeting. The chief minister refused.
Why? I know, Pranesh, that Times now follows my Twitter very closely. I have put out a tweet where the senior most counsel of Calcutta High Court and the topmost criminal lawyer of Calcutta, Mr. Shekhar Basu, has clearly given a statement that when the case is sub judice, The case is investigated by CBI. It is sub judice and the matter is to be heard on 17th by the Chief Justice bench.
Okay.
Then you cannot have a live streaming discussion with the Chief Minister, who is also a party in the case.
Okay, let's get in the
Government of
other
West
side
Bengal is a
quickly.
party in
Tuhin
the case,
Sinha.
and the Junior Doctors Forum is also a party.
Yes, Pranesh.
You heard the arguments by Dr. Riju Datta. You agree?
You know, Pranesh, the point over here is that Mamata Banerjee today is a person of zero credibility. And even the doctors have no trust in her. Why did they want the live streaming? Because they knew they did not have trust in her. They probably feared that she would use her intimidatory, skills. She has always been intimidating people. And what is this, this drama about quitting? Yesterday, after being unable to meet them, she said she's planning to quit. Ideally, she should have quit on 15th morning after 7,000 goons. Many from the TMC tried to destroy evidence twice over. I think there are larger questions over here. She has lost the faith of everybody in Bengal. Why? Because of her protection given to people like Vineet Goyal. Vineet Goyal, who from 2013... in the Kamdoni case has been presiding over the worst form of illegality for her. The way she tried to shield Sandeep Ghosh. And if certain media reports have to be believed, there is a racket of 200 crores going on in the RG Kar hospital.
And you are accusing the state of putting a lid on the investigations, trying to cover up things. Ishtaran, what do you make of the political maneuvers by the Chief Minister and the West Bengal government?
I think these political maneuvers are coming to a dead end. It's the doctors. It's not a political party protesting. These are doctors who have been appointed to the hospital. They don't belong to any political party. They are not feeling safe. When they want to meet the Chief Minister, they are asking for live streaming. And whatever somebody might have said, live streaming is not against is definitely possible, even if a matter is sub judice, because the Supreme Court is the biggest votary for transparency and live proceedings. The Honorable Chief Justice introduced live streaming so that citizens can be informed, and thousands of them have watched the proceedings in the court. So the reason of live streaming sometimes is to a person in power not intimidate you so that you can speak freely because it's being live streamed. You see, if police cop stops you on the road, people take out their cameras nowadays because they know how a cop sometimes behaves. The second aspect of it is, if you promise something in that meeting, that gets implemented when the issue is over.
Right.
That is not diluted. So that is also something which live streaming helps. And thirdly, the citizens get confidence that whosoever the political representative is making certain commitments which will be carried out. So why would you run away from a live stream? But the bigger issue is, why are the doctors, they are not professional protesters or professional politicians. If they are so agitated, if a common citizen is so agitated, then the responsibility and the onus lies on the government. That is why I will end by saying the political maneuvers are coming an end. That is why an offer of resignation, even though it may be to garner sympathy or something, but such offers came. Because
Lokesh Jindal, why is Mamata Banerjee doing this?
Pranesh, nowhere have the doctors demanded resignation of Mamata Banerjee.
Of course they have.
Ishkaran, can you tell me?
Of course they have. Many protesting doctors have said that we have no faith. I'm telling you, many protesting doctors and doctor bodies have said that we fear for our lives.
I challenge here any.
I'm not talking about resignation. I'm talking about their safety. They say that we fear for our lives.
Yes.
Doctors, the buck stops at the Chief Minister's.
The doctors have stated that this entire agitation is non-political. It has nothing to do with politics. And they have never demanded resignation of Mamata Banerjee. They have claimed that they want better facilities, better infrastructure for healthcare workers.
What do you think? Should the Chief Minister who's offering to resign, should she quit?
Pranesh, first of all, if there were certain procedural lapses by the police, the case is already handed over to the CBI.
Of course there is no if here. The Supreme Court wrapped the state government for procedural lapses. There is no if here, but it's only fair that Riju Datta gets the last word. Riju Datta, you have 30-40 seconds before we end the show.
Yeah. Thank you. So I'll be quick, Pranesh. Yes, there has been no lapse. And why I refute your claims, Pranesh, because if there was lapse by the Calcutta police, if there were lapse by the hospital authorities, they are still in Kolkata. Why CBI has not arrested them in 34 days? If CBI, after getting a case within 96 hours, cannot make any further arrest after the first arrest made by Kolkata police, they should be selling handkerchief outside Mumbai Central. So point number one. Point number two. Mamata Banerjee, in the letter of the Chief Secretary, clearly said there were cameras for video recording. The video recording could be done. The video recording could have been submitted to the Supreme Court, and the Junior Doctors Forum could have got it by due permission from the Supreme Court itself. Third, BJP, I feel very sorry for Tuhin, and I feel sad for an erudite lawyer like Ishkaran. Today, the Junior Doctors, in a public press conference in front of the media, had made a scathing attack on Shubhendu Adhikari, the leader of opposition, Ognimitra Paul, and other BJP leaders trying to hijack their protest.
The political blame game in Bengal continues, viewers. The quest is for justice, but what we are seeing is stunt after stunt. And all parties must introspect, because we are only concerned about justice. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us. On the other side, the news are with Navika Kumar.
आम आदमी पार्टी में होते थे तब दुश्मन अरविंद केजरीवाल की पार्टी और कांग्रेस पार्टी दुश्मन, और अब तो पीछे के दरवाजे से क्यों आते थे? छुप के सामने से आते ना, डरपोक और कायर पीछे के दरवाजे से आते हैं। मैं सामने
चुप हो जाए।
आई वाज देयर।
चुप हो जाए।
क्यों चुप हो जाए? सच बोलने के लिए चुप हो जाए।
आपने मेरे पर आरोप लगा रहे, मुझे बोलना पड़ेगा ना।
मैं गलत बात है। मैं गवाह हूँ।
ये गलत बात है। हाँ, मैं बोलता हूँ, मैं जवाब दे रहा हूँ।
Calm down, calm.
Have you given him the license to say me anything?
No,
Have you given him the license?
No, I am not.
Have you given him the license?
Not at all.
What is it?
I'm sorry. मैंने सुना नहीं, लेकिन अगर
क्या बताऊं, फर्जियों पता नहीं क्या बोले, मतलब
it's not fair ना।
He should say sorry first. He should apologize.
आपने उन्हें कहा आपने बीजेपी ज्वाइन कर लिया, आपने कहा एक महिला को माफी मांगी पहले। One minute में आप एंकर रह चुके हैं। 1 minute.
Should I call you a stooge of BJP?
You can. You are calling me.
That's not fair.
But you did.
I will not say that.
But you did.
I will not say that.
But you did. 1 minute.